I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. I'm always right. I'm always right. It's been a long day, I mean a long week. Maybe a long year, so let's get something clear. We're gonna stock up on some party favors later on. Tell everybody they're invited, you should come along. Best to bring your good foot. Ladies gonna be dancing on the ceiling, cocky and appealing, possibly revealing, getting sideways like a bridesmaid as she vibrate. If you a lightweight, hope you hydrate. We gon' tip the bottles back, busting out the fat sacks. People wearing costumes, chewing on a mushroom, something like a wonderland. Understand? Going down the rabbit hole with my kinfolk to another land. Damn, I said we do it like this. Magic carpet riders on some third eye shit. Mr. Pine Cones come a long, long way, so everybody get sideways. Sing it. I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways. Pass the bottle back my way. Everybody's getting sideways.
What is going on, believers? I hope everybody's having a great evening. My name is Believes, and this is Bedtime with Believes. And guess what? Axie Infinity is involved with some insider trading, and I just found out about it as my intro was going. So I don't have any news for that, but we're going to cover that tomorrow. We're going to talk about it. Let's see what happens here. I don't think it's going to really affect anything long term, but I've been looking at WAGMI. I've been looking at some different games that we have that we're involved in here. And I thought, this is kind of crazy. And then all of a sudden, this article pops up, and like, holy shiza! I don't know what but let's look at the chart. This is Bitcoin. This is where we are. This is how we're going. This is how we're trending. And guys, we are. If you're wondering what all of this is, by the way, if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do what you got to do. But listen, we are in, I'm going to turn off Chandelier, by the way, because we're not in trading mode right now. We are bouncing around at 23,900. We have been sitting here for hours upon hours, and you can see here when we zoom in, we've had some moments where we've been touching the sky. And listen, this is the sky right here. The reason that it's that way is because this represents the golden pocket. And that golden pocket is coming to a crypto near you very soon. We're going to pull back out here just a little bit, move this over to the side. We're going to look at the day chart. And we're going to zoom this down. First of all, we're going to get rid of market cipher for just a minute because we want to talk about numbers when we're talking about that. So we're going to pull out here. We're going to remind everybody. So we're in a red candle right now, but I don't think we're going to stay that way. The Chinese market has woken up. It's Saturday morning in China. They're coming out of their slumber. They've already the South Korean market's already gotten up. Australia's already up. Japan's already up. They're not really. You look here and you see that's just kind of sideways, and we can move this out a little bit, but you can see here it's really just kind of sideways. There's nothing big that seems to be going on right now. So we're gonna stick with day candles. But as you can sit here and look, you can see this. This thing is about to blow up. I don't know if we are or not. I really don't know. But this golden pocket here, and if I'm gonna pull this out so you can see it right here, and you can see over here on my volume profile, which I keep the volume profile over here on the left, you can see this is where all the trading is right now, right? But the trading ends right around here. And that's why this is the golden pocket, because this is the spot that if we can get into this area right here, then it is going to go ballistic. And we're going to head up. Frankie Candles tells me that I'm wrong, that it should be a little bit higher. He thinks that it's going to be 28,000. So if we pull it out here and we go to about 28,000, then, I'll play ball. But, and you can see here, like I disagree, because I think this part right here, that's where the resistance really starts at 27,005. and I think there's a little bit at 25.5. So I don't know that we make that big move like people are talking about. I really feel like we're gonna get stuck here at 27.5. So, but he wants me to call 28, so we're gonna call 28. But here we've seen it hit once, it hit twice. Now we're just waiting to get that push in there. Now, if we make a push and we get inside this golden pocket, there is nothing in the way of resistance that's going to stop us from getting up to this 28,000. Again, I think it's 27.5, but we'll split the difference here. And you know what? We'll just call it 28,000. So that's what we're waiting on. That's what we're looking to see. So you can see right here that there's a real big fight. There is a real big fight. And the reason that there's a fight is not because people don't want it to pump. People desperately want it to pump. There's a lot of people out there that want to take some profit and they want to be in a good place. And this would go a long way towards that. It's just that this right here, you can see right here. I mean, it's pretty much even. There's buy and sell, and it's about this. These profiles are even. If you look right here where I'm moving my cursor around, you're going to see that there's a lot more buy than there is sell, right? But as you get up here to where we're trading right now, you can see that these green and these red, they don't match up completely because there's more sell than there is buy. So it's taking a little bit longer to kind of break through, and it takes a while for that thing to kind of like flip. So, and right now, this was way red for a long time. You go back down here and you can look and you can see how much red there really was. I would think that it's almost 50-50, but not quite. But we're over the we're at the 48 EMA. We're on a green 9-day EMA telling us that we're on a pump. So now we're just waiting for a little bit of confirmation here. Like, we just need a little bit of pump to put us in this channel, and we are going to go. And I mean, we are going to go. So that's what I'm waiting for. And I hope everybody, I hope everybody's got your bag packed, because there's a big possibility, distinct possibility, that this thing is coming very, very soon. Now, if we take a step over, by the way, and we look at Ethereum, then you will see that I put this heart up here, and it is entirely possible that if it does that, then we will actually puncture this heart like I was predicting when I put the heart right there. So we could be a little bit off. Now, I have this, by the way, when you look at it the way this is, remember there's 24 hours in a day, and we're looking at I think a day chart here. If we go to the 1 hour chart, you're gonna see it's a little bit out here, a few more hours. So we can have a nice little move in the next few hours, and then bang, we could just go right into that spot. And look, I wasn't trying to pick that spot exactly. I was just trying to say that that's going to be one of those spots where we're going to see it. But how funny would it be if in the next couple of hours we just saw this thing move up, and then bam, now we're in this 1829 area, whatever it is, and we bust through there just like that. And if that happens, everybody here owes me something. Like, Jesus Christ, like, we just absolutely crushed it if that's the case. So, but anyway, so that's kind of how everything is breaking out right now. If you go, by the way, we're gonna do one more thing here. Yeah, I know Russ has got his thing going on, but I already know what I need to know. I don't need them to tell me anymore. Like, I don't like listening to them talk anymore. I support them. I still like to hear. I don't give a shit. But I do think I wish the best for them. I think that they're going to do good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to take a dump on them. I think that once this thing comes out, if it's really good, it's going to cause a run. But back over here, we're going to talk about Bitcoin for just a little bit more, because it wasn't really done. I was just moving on because I did something a little while ago, and I just spent an hour doing videos, and I screwed every single video up. So kiss my ass myself. Okay, so what I'm looking at right here is Market Cipher. So you can see here, we're in this spot where we've had inflows of money coming into the market, right? And we're seeing the money inflow, and it's looking pretty good. And we're seeing, of course, the price move up, but the money then starts flowing back out. And right now, here we are. Like, the money just seems to be kind of dead. Now, it doesn't mean that it's not going to move. It just means that at this point it hasn't. And if you go over here and you look at Look at Ethereum, then you're seeing just a slightly different story. You're seeing that the money is flowing back into Ethereum. Ethereum is currently leading this market. In case anybody had any question about what's going on in the market, it's being led right now by Ethereum and not by Bitcoin, which is incredible. Like I think this is the first time that we really saw it for such an extended sort of period of time. Now, in my mind, it's temporary. In my mind, what happens here, look, if Bitcoin goes down 5,000 points in an hour, you can rest assured Ethereum is too, because it still runs the market. But this is a weird sort of scenario. And quite honestly, if we're looking at it right now, we're up 0.5% on Bitcoin. We should be up 1% on Ethereum. So even though this volume profile keeps showing me positives and we keep pushing up, there's something missing, right? And I don't know like when it's going to happen. I don't know when we're going to bust through. It's obviously going to take a little bit more than the Chinese market, a little bit more than the South Korean market, the Australian market, the Japanese market. India, I'm not really sure. Like I look, if you look at what happened in the last 24 hours, then you have to consider like what are the patterns. So last night we got right here, and the Asian markets dumped. Then they gave a little bit of a pump for a short period of time. And then they gave you just another, you minted red candle after red candle. Now, Bitcoin, a little bit of a different story, still looks kind of the same, but as you sort of break it down here, you see the same thing. When the South Korean market took over right about here, it just started to dump. Then we got to 10 o'clock Central Time, and we got pump, and then we got the biggest pump yet that actually took us into the golden pocket. Now, when you look over here, by the way, you can see it's 24,450, and our golden pocket right now is 24,400. So we got inside that golden pocket for 10 seconds before the test was over. Okay, because that's our last spot of resistance. That's what this whole thing says. When we get inside here and not just touch it, then we're good to go. And that's what we're doing over here. We're touching a little bit, but here's the problem. So the problem is we have to take this and we have to account for what we're actually seeing. What are we actually seeing? Well, what we're seeing is this thing is starting to play out like this to the downside. It's not trending towards the upside. And then what we see down here is we are minting this way, which means that we've got our triangle formation, which is good, which is good. That's a bullish sentiment. And we're going to go over here and we're going to look at our Forex. And what does our Forex say when we see something like that? And it's going to tell you when you have this triangle and it's going up, then that's the bullish variant and not the bearish variant because it's coming down. So it is a bullish indicator. So hopefully we'll see some kind of upside move. Now, if we take and we say, this is where we want to do it, where it settles, then it doesn't change very much. So we lock those in and then we come down here. This changes a lot, by the way, but we come down here and then bam, it's settling and like it's picture perfect, right? So this is really kind of picture perfect where we are right now. And how do we settle? Well, we settle over this next hour or two. According to this, we're going to be done right here. So that's what time? 2200 hours, 10 o'clock. So, if we see a move, then it's anticipated just based on this. This is not science, but this is guessing. But I'm not telling you that this is going to happen at 10 o'clock. I'm telling you that all the signs are there. All the readings are there to tell you that the breakout is imminent. So if the breakout's imminent, let's wish it well and hope that it happens. But let's get these out of the way as we're done with those. And so that's what you're seeing when you look at the chart. And that's a short period of time, by the way. It's only a day. So it's not a huge indicator, but it is something. We channeled up. Now we're consolidating, and it's becoming a tighter consolidation. And that normally means that there's a move. and that move is generally to the upside. So I think that we're going to start seeing something pump pretty soon. We're not seeing the same thing over here. What we're seeing here is we're seeing a move towards the upside coming off of this move up. And I mean, you gotta lend it to Ethereum. Ethereum has just maintained itself in a very sort of bullish manner. And for the last, 24 hours now? 24 hours, we're minting higher lows because it's continuing to go. And now we are here. Here, and we're going to call it a triangle, but it feels really more like a wedge. And what does our Forex tell us? Our Forex tells us that we're getting a bullish sort of sentiment when we're seeing that start to happen. And we're seeing that play out right here. And then that's where the break happens. And this even says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it should be breaking out. So if we're looking over here, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're in the position for that breakout. Again, not an exact science, but everything's looking real good. And then look over here. This is what the DAO did all day long. The DAO could not be stopped. The SPY, we were sitting at 390 a couple days ago. Look at this. We were at 390 2 days ago, and we're at 412 right now. SPY could reach 500 by the end of this month. Like it's starting to get a little bit crazy. What's been happening in this short little period of time. And you can see over here, like this is what we want to see in crypto right now. We want to see this sort of inflow of cash, and we don't want to see this kind of sideways drawdown. Imagine this, by the way, if you're unfamiliar, and let's hide all this for a second. We're gonna hide all. We're just gonna have a raw chart out here, and then we're gonna put Bollinger in here. And then we're going to look at our Bollinger Bands, and then we're going to have to upgrade and get more. Kiss my ass. All right, so let's get rid of, we just closed that one. So I'm going to have to get Pro Plus in order to keep going. Like, where in the hell did my market cipher go? And why am I only using 4 instead of 5? Like, what is really happening here? So let's close that. Damn, none of these. I can't get rid of any of these without getting just annoyed as shit. So let's get rid of that one. And then let's do it this way. We'll just do Bollinger Bands from here. Ooh, you dirty ass. All right, we're not getting Bollinger Bands because I am not doing that shit. I'm leaving it with 5, and I don't want to redo, because I got to redo some of these if I do this. So, but anyway, in the Bollinger Bands right here, because of that volume profile that you're seeing down here from Market Cipher, which I can't use to kiss my ass. I swear to God, this motherfucker is just killing me. All right, so I'm gonna have to like reset everything and redo it anyway. But the point is, you can see here, like everything is just in a very, very tight sort of window, and it just continues to get tighter and tighter. And that's what we're just waiting to see break. And then if we see that break, then it's tending to go to the upside. We get into this spot, and then we are all the way through to, I say 27.5, but again, I get other people telling me 28. So we'll see. By the way, if I'm right, and if I'm right, then I'm gonna need everybody here to go to Frankie Candles and just be like, yo, believes just out TH your ass. So PLS, dude, all right, let's get in chat here. What is going on? Iron Lux, J Dree. What's up, man? What's going on? Crypto B, what's happening? Captain's Channel, what's happening? Russ, yeah, staking is on Cyta Pro on desktop, up and running smooth. So they say, I have not tried it yet. Well, kiss my ass and let's do it. Come on, Sida Pro. Where cuz? It's something the whole crypto world. Sida Pro. Hey everyone, latest. Congrats, Metaskeletor. On Fridays, we buy more Lillian. Saitama, we are Saitama. Live on YouTube. They are not ready. Okay, so it's not released yet. It's not released yet, but they're able to do it. So I don't see it. All right, so PLSD. All right, so let's go. Let's do this bullshit right here. VLSD. All right, so why am I wanting to do this, man? Tell me why. You know, it'd be funny is if I got a strike for that because I did such a great job of singing it. You know what I mean? All right, so we use version 2. Oh, wait a minute, we don't want that. PLSD. Nope. Hell no, man. Not that. Hey, look, congratulations, but all that money's been made. It's not gonna blow up from here. It already blew up. So I'm out. And by the way, guys, I'm not saying that it won't make more money. I'm not saying that it won't explode, by the way. Market cap on it's $26 million. So I'm not saying that it won't blow up and it won't explode. I'm just saying that if I didn't get in that first million, fuck that. I'm out. I'm not trying to make 2x. I'm trying to make 20x. So if you guys want to get in on that, then go for it. Pulse Doge is a play. And if it's coming from Pulse Chain, then he knows what he's talking about. But that's not for me, man. And Phantom version 2 is looking pretty good. Now, one of the things, and yes, Matthew raced the bad guy to the liquidity and he won. So here's what's going on, by the way, for those of you that are out of the loop but are still interested in Phantom. So here's the deal. Phantom is going to a version 2 and there's going to be a much reduced supply. We've decided that we're going to be talking about Phantom is worth $1 a token instead of 100 million tokens for just ridiculous number of tokens. Like we want to be, if you want to play with the big boys, you need to look like a big boy, right? So we're going to reduce the supply by a lot. I'm going to have a 3-way call. Son of a bitch, did I miss the call? I'm supposed to be on a call at some point to talk about it, and I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, so it's tomorrow. So I'm going to be on a call tomorrow, and we're going to be talking through and see what happens there. And that's a perfect idea. So we'll see what's happening with that. Hi, Believes. I got 15K. Which crypto you will go? If I had 15K and I had to pick a crypto right now, I would pick probably Tether. All right, so going down the list here, I'm still not sure Saitama and Sida Pro. Like I need to see Sida Pro work before I would say Saitama. Shift, I don't know when the app is going to launch. Goat Group, I'm not sure when the Goat Group is going to do their thing and make this full announcement. So that's out. BTFA, yeah, maybe. Shiba Doge, possibly. Wagme Games was going to launch on August 1st, but they have pushed back the launch for 2 months to October, and they are redeveloping. Look, Ian gave a statement. He said, look, the game, when we put it on mobile, we want this game to look like the new Diablo. So if you guys have played Diablo Immortal, he said, we want this game to look like Diablo and have just that same quality graphics. And when we got done with it, we don't think that it did. So we're going to wait a short period of time, and we're going to make it look the way we think that it should look. And hey, more power to them. Make that thing look right. They got GameStop, they got Twitch. Like, you know, look, WAGMI is a big deal. So, and I do say that knowing full well I'm an investor. It's only got a $6 million market cap, but WAGMI is the real deal. Like that, like this game, what these guys are doing, you know, all the little things that you would like if you were seeing a launch happen, they're doing all that. So, Volt. There's going to be an announcement on Volta Change very soon. There's going to be an announcement on VDSC pretty soon. So Volt might be a play, but the tax is still high. Like Volt is a long-term play. Terra had the 20 quadrillion burn. So they've now burned 72 quadrillion. And as you can see right here, they didn't pump at all. In fact, they went down 7% because they played the buy the rumor, sell the news game. And when you play the buy the rumor, sell the news game, and there's nobody actually buying at this moment because everybody's watching Bitcoin and they're watching Ethereum, then this is what you get. You get a little bottom out right here. It'll probably not last very long, but it will still kind of be there. Then Bandex. So here's what I said. I said BTFA is going to run to 300 million, and I said Bandex is going to run to 50 million. But I don't know when that's going to be. You can see right here, like it's kind of trending in this channel here. It needs some direction, but the whole market needs a little bit of guidance right now. Guidance that cannot be provided by the market itself. Like we really need something to take off and something to take charge. And at this point, we don't have anything taking charge. Like now, here's the thing. All this stuff I keep talking about Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does what I'm telling you that it could do, and it punches its way up in here, and we get into this golden pocket, and then it starts growing and growing and growing, and we see this thing all the way up here, then you gotta look at what's the number here, right? We're at 24, and we go to 28. That's 4,000. So that's about a 15% lift. 15% lift for this is going to be about a 30% lift or a 20% lift at least for Ethereum. If there's a 20% lift for Ethereum, then what's that going to mean in the long term for Ethereum? Well, 25% of Ethereum as it is right now puts Ethereum, instead of at this 18 that I was just talking about jokingly, it puts it up here at 21, which is way up here. Probably out a little bit, by the way. If I zoom this out, like that's probably not the spot, but you get what I'm saying. Like this thing could just run and run and run, and then boom, we're in this 21 level. But Bitcoin's going to have to break this resistance for that to happen. All right, so now let's go back. Dude, I can't, man. Oh shit! No kidding. Oh, motherfucker. Okay. Do me a favor. Send it. Did you send it over to me send it to me at Believes Crypto on Twitter. I didn't know that if you're staking, you can do it. We've lost 38 in the live. Hit the like button for, I appreciate you. What's up, Tom? Any opinion on Cult DAO? Any other? So Cult DAO is doing its damnedest to prove me wrong. Now I went out there and I said, you know, I didn't like them. And I don't think they do anything. And they're not trying to prove me wrong, by the way, but they are working hard to prove me wrong, even without realizing it. And, you know, I like the fact that they have been making moves, but as we can see right here, I mean, they're just like everybody else. There's nothing special about Cult DAO, not yet. And I'm going to say not yet because I don't know enough to say otherwise. And I don't have any reason to just openly be disrespectful to these guys and take a dump on their effort. Okay. When I was telling you guys I didn't see it, I was being honest. I don't see it. But there are a lot of people that do. Ian, B Roots, Jake Gagan. I think I don't think Jake sees it. I think Jake's like me. He doesn't see it, but Ian's in it and B Roots is in it. So he's in it. And Gilbert just got in and Brunson just got in. So like all of his boys, they're getting in and thinking that it's the next big play. And I don't know that it is. And I don't know that I care to throw the money at it to find out whether it is or is not. But I mean, I can look at this right here and I can see like, wow, you know, this thing ran, what is that? 30. Let's see. That's going to be, that's like 6x from where it is right now. 7x, 5x. It's about 5x from where it is right now. So, I mean, I would definitely take a 5x on any bag, but like, I just don't think so. I don't think so. Especially the 77 million market cap on a DAO. I mean, you know, be honest. Lido DAO? Is that right? Where's Lido DAO? There's Lido Stake, but Lido DAO is, look how far down I'm going to find a DAO. Something that says, there we go. Number 50 has a $1.2 billion market cap, and that's the biggest DAO that there is. Well, you know what? Let me rephrase that. Shit, I shouldn't say that. You know what I should say is ETH Classic is probably the biggest DAO. Ethereum Classic at $5 billion is probably the biggest DAO. But I mean, let's face it, Ethereum Classic, the reason that it is where it is because its name is Ethereum and it was the original Ethereum. And, you know, people think that it's going to pump and sometimes it does. Like you can see the 60% right here. But over the course of the month, it's up 184%. So, you know, I mean, it do what it do, dog. But, you know, I mean, do what you want on Cult. I don't see it. And, you know, I say I don't see it knowing full well that the market, as you can see over here, is kind of down for most of these tokens. So, you know, I don't attribute it to them. I don't have the faith in it that these other guys do. So, you know, you can decide for yourself on that one. But now you know my opinion. All right, I'm gonna be off this one in 30 minutes, man. Send me that shit over there, and I'll. Oh, actually, you know what? I can probably go in there. Young voucher for WagMe. I own their NFTs and played beta. Yeah, man, I got 3 of the NFTs. By the way, shameless shill. By the way, guys, from 7:28 bedtime live stream until 8:01 bedtime live stream, all super chats or super stickers. Even if you give like a $2 one, get you qualified for an entry for a Bleaves hoodie or a Bleaves baseball hat. The prize drawing is going to be held like next Wednesday, and then I'll send it out to the winner, and then we'll do another one for whatever's left over after that. So that's on you now. Good evening, Blaze. I'd like to know your thoughts on lunatics. Okay, they're burning 250 million. See, okay, so Ronald, I don't like them under the pretense that I don't think it has any value because all it does is burn Luna Classic. The problem is I love the fact that it's burning Luna Classic. So I support them, and I think that it's a great thing that they're doing. And you can actually go and you can watch and see they're burning more Luna Classic than almost anything or anybody else. Like you can literally, when they tell you that look, I asked about handguns and this dude is asking me about a shotgun, that I need a good spread for a shotgun. Dude, I'm not trying to walk down the street with a shotgun that people can see. Man, motherfuckers. Whew. What am I looking for here? Notifications. Okay, so where's my notification for? Let's get up here. Notifications. I'm looking for Luna Classic burns. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the Luna supply burns. All right, so here we go. Here's a burn for 1,200,000. And this, by the way, is all the burns on Luna Classic. And you can scroll down through and you can see them all the time. Here's 250,000. When there's 1, there's 2,002. There's 100,000. So you can see they're not burning very much. There's 2,300 right here. Like these are ridiculously low amounts. 9,000, 50,000. 105,000, 10,000. These are insignificant burns, right? But when you go look at what the lunatics are doing, the lunatics are burning the shit out of these tokens. And when they say, hey, we just burned or we're going to burn 50 million tokens, they will burn the 50 million tokens. And once they burn the 50 million tokens, they'll be like, all right, here's the receipt. And you can go look and see that that's what they did. So here's 2 million burned. That's probably them, to be fair. Actually, probably not. That's only $300. Anybody could have done that one. 5, 100, 5,000. You know, like there's these little burns that are happening because people read, oh, if you send your tokens into the burn wallet, then that'll be good. And they just do it without thinking it through. Like, don't throw your tokens in there. That's all you're doing. You're not helping. That's not helping. But as you go down this line, you will start to find when they say that they burn certain amounts, you see the amounts in there. So more power to the lunatics. I appreciate those guys. Terrarium did the burn. So Rodney was saying that Saitama V3 is Sandstorm's project, and someone was saying a Shinja 3 was launching, and some people are afraid of that too. Okay, so Rodney said that Saitama V3 is Sandstorm's project. That's not true because I talked to Sandstorm and I talked to the guy from Saitama V3. So they're not the same person, but he is tied directly to, like, I didn't get into it. I have nothing to do with that shit. Like I don't like, I'm not involved. But as far as Shinja V3, Shinja V2 is coming out. So, I mean, I would assume there would be a Shinja V3. The Shibnobi, Teddy, fucking Teddy called me and he was like, V2, baby. So, it's like, so I know that there's a Shinja V2 coming, or there's an announcement coming for a Shinja V2 or something like that. So, you know, and I mean, I know what's going on. You know, Keith changed his name. CoinView Cap is now called Shinja Analytics or something like that. So, and yeah, Ron, listen, I appreciate what those guys are doing. I'm not interested in it. You know what I mean? Like if they need me, look, if they come to me and they say, hey, look, you know, you get 4,000, you get 5,000 people every day, and we would like your help. I would be like, well, if you got a marketing wallet and you got $1,500, I'll do a video and I'll send 4,000 people your way to burn these tokens. So if you want help, just reach out to me. But nobody's reached out, and I haven't really, I'm not reaching out to them because I don't really care that much. But I mean, if they want help, then I'd be happy to help. But I would want some assurances that I can see their burns and I can make sure that everything is kosher before I would do it, because I'm not trying to get into strange Inu kind of bullshit anymore. So what's up with Terrarium? No burn today. That's wrong. They did have a burn today, Luis. You just didn't see it because it doesn't really matter, because it doesn't really burn anything. But let's go over this one. And this is, I did this for an hour today, trying to get the right explanation so that everybody understood exactly what the hell I'm talking about with this. But okay, so the reason that there's no pump on Terrarium is not because they didn't do the burn. They did the burn, but it doesn't really burn tokens, right? And what I keep telling you, anytime we have conversations about burn, I tell you guys, burning tokens isn't really a thing. The only group right now, and we're going to come back here in just 1 second. The only group right now that actually burns tokens is right here, and that's Shiba Doge. Shiba Doge has their own token called the Burn token, and it's trading at 23.81 right now. You know, just like the rest of the market, it's a launch. It happened during the bad times, and here they are. But if you come over here and you look at their contract, then you will see, a weird number of tokens, and it's because their tokens are always burning. So they're being burned off of the blockchain and not into a burn wallet. So every time you calculate the market cap, it's calculated by a diminishing supply. Now, that being said, when you go back over here and you go to Terra is calculated the total market cap of 50.53, and it was 50.42 earlier. Excuse me. Over here. So with 100 quadrillion on two different tokens, one with a wallet burn and one with a true burn. This is going to be the difference in price. And there's a little piece and a caveat to this when we get towards the end. Market cap is going to be 50,420,000. The wallet burn is this. I use the terrarium numbers. When you get done with this wallet burn, the remaining supply, if you're using the normal wallet burn, is still 100 quadrillion. So the value of your tokens in your market cap is your market cap divided by the remaining supply, which is still 100 quadrillion, meaning that your value per token is 9 zeros 5042, meaning that 100 billion tokens is worth $50.42. So that would mean a trillion tokens. This is million, billion, trillion. Yeah. Million, billion. Yeah. 100 trillion would be worth like $5,000 or something like that. You know what I mean? But it's worth $50.42. Now, if you burned the supply off of the blockchain, then the remaining supply would be 27. So if you divided that 50 by that 27 right there, then you would have 8 zeros, 18051, meaning your value of your remaining tokens, same amount of tokens that you would have had on each one of these, would actually be $180.51. Now, that being said, what we're talking about when we're talking about this is a simple mathematical proposition. If you take the tokens out of the blockchain, then the market cap is thus divided up amongst the remaining supply. However, the other piece to this is when you go over here and you look at their holders, this is where all the tokens are. So this means there's only 27 quadrillion tokens supply that remain in circulation. So at some point, that value proposition will cause this token, instead of these numbers right here being so vastly different, at some point it will start this number to increase. Now, when we go back over here and we look one more time at Terra, there's a couple of different things. Like this right here, this is a trust swap, and this is locked. So these tokens are locked away. These tokens, these are locked away. They're not part of it. This is a null address. They're locked away. I don't know what this is, but these tokens locked away. So, excuse me. There's a lot of tokens that are basically locked away. MEXC.com. The circulating supply of tokens are the ones that matter. Some of this is just, you know, it's locked away. And shit. Matter of fact, you know what? You can go here. We can actually go here. We don't even have to do all this. We can actually go here and we can see how many tokens that they have in the circulation, so that we would then know in the tokenomics portion of our broadcast. We don't have the token distribution. God damn it. Let's do... Yeah, they updated that, but I don't see a white paper. I feel like I'm probably missing it somewhere. It's somewhere, but whatever tokens that they have in like marketing wallet, all of that kind of stuff, anything that they have they're kicked back is out of the supply, which is why when you look at their price right now, you see it's actually 8 zeros 1923. So whatever circulating supply they have is actually out of circulation. So the value per token down here would be even greater than what we're talking about right now, because they do have a specific amount of their supply locked away to not be used. So, but anyway, that's why you didn't see any price action. You didn't see any price variance, because the math is still being calculated based on the total supply, and the total supply is still 100 quadrillion. That's just the way that this stuff works. So that's what that's all about. And King's broadcast is in there. So King's is up. He is number one on the hoodie. Dude, you just bought a hoodie. I know you did. God damn it. Have you ever deciphered the data mesh, BTC longs and shorts? Where do they get their info from? I did, and it's not worth it. It's not worth doing. If you come over here and you look at the data mesh, then I got it here somewhere. The block. I may have removed it because it didn't have any value. I mean, it's nice to look at. It's good to see, but they were only getting it from one location. Like it's not like an actual big location. Here, let me pop it in. Data mesh. So look at this, and it says right now that there's 2,129 shorts, 104,993 longs, which gives you this really good sentiment, but it's only like one. It's not all of them. It's only like when you start moving around and you start looking at them all, there's like nothing over here that it's like not telling you really anything that, oh, BitMEX, that's what it is. It's only BitMEX that they're doing this out of, or some shit like that. Like it's just one location. But if you go over here, give me 1 second here. Crypto Dreams, it is, god damn it, now you made me forget. I made a brain freeze here. Oh yeah, here it is. Go to notifications over here. Notification. Licks Rush. It's at LIQS Rush, and it tells you how much is being liquidated at any given moment. 58 minutes ago, 276,000 Bitcoin shorts were liquidated. 247,000 shorts were liquidated. 52 shorts were liquidated. 103,000 longs, 146,000 longs, and it just keeps going. It's just nonstop. As the big longs and shorts are liquidated, then you're finding out about it, and it's accumulating these numbers based on FTX, Binance, Bybit, Huobi. And you see these are it's tracking the big ones. So there's going to be some that are in smaller exchanges, but I mean, they tell you where all of them are coming from on the big options trading platforms. So I prefer to look at that one because then I can just like go down the list and I can see exactly what it is that's going on. So from there, holla. And what's up, man? Yeah, dude. There's a bunch of crybabies who are going to be like, he's there, I'm out. Well, you know, you take your shoe off and go fuck yourself with it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's all I can say. Matter of fact, you want to come on? You know what? I'm going to send Kings the link if he wants to. God damn it. All right, let's see. I don't know what I did to my computer the other day, man, but I messed this whole thing up. I might even unfollowed you, to be fair. Like, if you weren't following me, if you were following me, then I didn't unfollow you. But for any reason, now I have to just like scroll through because like yesterday, 2 days ago, all my stuff was saved and like I could see it all. Oh, BitBoy Crypto. Kiss me, ass. Hack. Right on. Dude, I know I'm not missing a chromosome, but man, I cannot. Hey man, you got it set to private. I can't send messages. I don't know, man. Looks like you deleted your Telegram. Yeah, you ain't helping, man. I found it. All right, I'm sending it to you now. All right. Well, that took forever. All right, big dump in Ethereum. All right, 1687. Big dump. That's going to be manipulation. And I bet we go over here and we look at our liquidation on the longs. And we are going to see, and they just posted something. So here we go. 2 million combined Ethereum short liquidation in the last minute at FTX. 701,000 combined Ethereum long liquidation in the last minute, also at FTX. 100,000 at Binance and 29.8 at Bybit. So, you know, in fairness, 278K short liquidated. Listen, when you look at that right there, let's go take a moment here and look at where we are right now. Let's go to Ethereum. Make sure we're at Ethereum. All right, so look where we are. That short, those shorts, they just got wrecked. Their call probably came and they did not have the money. You know what I mean? Like they probably just lost their asses on that trade right there, because it would be inconceivable that they bought at a decent level up here to make any kind of profit in any kind of tangible way, unless they're just a risky Chad who just likes getting beat up. Like, Jesus, what's going on, man?
Not a lot. Just dropping my daughter off back at home. We were out at the mall.
Right on.
You want to say
Well,
hi?
so we had like, it looks like about $3 million in ETH liquidations in the last couple minutes. 2 million
Yes.
short, 700,000 long, all kinds of money coming out of the market in that period of time. And I'm telling you right now, that short got wrecked because it could not have been that they made money off of that, because they're selling at 1740 was the price at the sale. So they could not have been making money. So that was one of them last minute calls because they know that this thing is about to go. So, and by the way, there's a lot of shorts that you've been seeing that have been liquidating at a loss on Ethereum. And that's usually a sign that we're about to go on a run, and people are clearing out right now, taking their losses so that they can go in and they can play along.
But how's your day going?
Long, man. It's been a long day.
That's every day.
Yeah, it is.
Even in the market we're in, it's still a long day every day, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, it's
actually
getting back up. We're over 1,700 all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's actually even more busy because you got to be more on your toes with your trades if you're really trying to make some money.
Yeah, listen, I've done pretty good the last couple of days. I've done pretty good. I got a trade going right now, and as this thing keeps pumping up, I keep getting reminded how much I'm making on it. So, but I'm holding. I think this one, I put myself up here. I'm gonna wait until I see that heart up there, and then I'll sell. And I got a feeling that we're gonna see that heart pretty soon.
Yeah, like I said, with like we were talking about yesterday, like I'm happy I didn't sell out my Bitcoin because I almost did right when it hit that 22 mark. But
yeah,
if it can keep going, we know, like we talked about, we know we're gonna see this drop again. It's just gonna be at what point?
Well, there's no reason for it to happen right now, which is, I mean, that's a pretty good sign. And I'm feeling there. It feels like there's resistance here where and it's not really resistance. It's just a lack of there's a lack of money coming into it right now, and that's creating kind of a blockade. I don't know. It's preventing things from going. I guess I'll say that. So like this thing right here just needs to get right up in here, and once it gets up in here, 24,450, there's the line right there. If Bitcoin can get on a run, and look at that whole Ethereum thing has been bought back up. Look, it's right back where it was a few minutes ago. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, but like we talked, I think this is short term. Eventually we're gonna have to see another drop.
Yeah. Well, I got where is it? Right here. It's unusual whales, and that's not it. I actually got one that tracks that does the opposite of the sells. Here's another one giving future liquidations, the crypto meter. But I have another one in here somewhere. There we go. No, that's not it. Somewhere in here, I got one that tracks big that tracks big buys. So when you see like the big buys coming in, you're like, Jesus. Then it tracks those wallets. So
yeah, I see you got some people mention Phantom V2 in your chat, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely excited for that. I will say this: I'm proud of Matt. I'm very proud of how he's handled all the ups, all the downs, all the BS that's come with him in this space.
Yeah.
And for him I've literally watched him sit there every day fighting for this dream of the social media app. Obviously, he was able to release the first video. I know it's a short one. The setup and login. He did tell me, obviously, there's another one coming next week. The coders are just starting to, hammer along the first version now. It took a little bit longer than he had wanted, but like I said, he's a one-man machine, and he's going to deliver, like he had said. And like me and him, I'm still very supportive of him. I do anything for him. That's always been me in this space. People know I'm positive, regardless of all the negativity and what people think of me. At the end of the day, I'm here for the good people as well, always. And even for the people that got bad things to say, it's no ill will. But I'm definitely excited about it. I'm still holding my Phantom. I know that he wants to have the token be a representation of the business they're entering, and he feels that it no longer needs to have 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros, and he wants to be a representation like the big boys. It should be a dollar value token. So I definitely agree with him, and I'm gonna be there for him. I know you've been there. You've been the biggest supporter on YouTube for Phantom, and definitely proud to have you in the community. If you guys haven't, check out the V2 Telegram. It's a whole different space, a lot more positive. Matthew's in there answering questions and trying to engage more with the community when he has time. Obviously, he's working 8 to 10 hour days with the tech company. And there's a lot going on, but he's definitely fighting for his investors and making the right choices. So like I said, I'm definitely proud of everything he's accomplished and is going to accomplish into the future.
I mean, I guess the best thing you can say right now is this is his passion, and he's manifesting his passion into a reality. And one dev pro developer at a time.
Yeah, 100%. It's a lot of work. I've been in a few of those meetings and have taken place. I know you took place in one.
Yeah.
And obviously there's even more team members now because all the engineers are on board. So there's like 9, 10 people working on this thing. But it's definitely going to be, I think, a step in the right direction for all of us in this space to have our own platform. I don't think it's a hit or miss thing. When you're talking about what he's developing and what this platform is all going to offer, it's expanded. It has expanded farther than even social media. Just also having to be able to obviously connecting to the blockchain and being able to, have your assets available and seeing and having the graphs right there and being able to see, where your investments are at. And I know you're looking at that website, but there is a V2 website, a fully new functioning website that should be getting launched in the next week or two. I know he has a video he's trying to put out, so I'm guessing he'll get that out as soon as he can. And kind of from what I heard from him is he wants the new website to also be a representation of what Phantom is moving into the future. So a lot more professional. This was also done by the tech team over at DevPro. He had, hired them as well to create a new website. So, I think it's a great thing for him and what he's doing over there with the how would we say it? Not just the V2, but kind of like hitting the restart button.
Yeah. Hey, Pulse Chain, let me jump in on this. Look, it's not about the people that went after Kings that are the dorks. We all know that they're a bunch of dorks. We get that. But the question is, should there be a fight about it every day? And there shouldn't be a fight about it every day. So it's better for him to just sit as an investor at the moment and do his thing on the sidelines than it is for him. Look, Matthew's got enough to do getting this thing to market. Once this thing is to market, then we can revisit what Kings is doing. And then we can talk about him being part of that team again and, doing something with that. Right now is not the time to be having, you can't throw an additional fight in there because it's just not going to work.
No. And like we talked about, my thing is like, I've met a lot of good people in this space, and I consider a lot of people in this space my friends. And my only mission in this space is to be able to see people become financially stable like I've been able to with the help of this space and the people in this space, and that's going to continue to be my mission. And I have no hard feelings, and I love even what I'm doing now, even if I have to sit in the background and still help. Like, I don't need to be on the front lines. I want people to understand I can do just as much in the back helping people as I can out on the front lines. And like I said, people that want to still hear from me, talk to me, my line's always open. Always free to DM me on Telegram or something. I'm always here for anybody that wants to reach out. You know that, please. We talk,
Yeah.
quite a bit. And like I said, people can attack me, and that's not what I want to bring. I don't. My dream is not to hurt people's investments. It's to watch them grow. So as like you said, at this point, I'm just an investor, and I will obviously do whatever I can to help.
Uh-oh, he just got rugged. Oh, shit, he just got rug pulled. God damn it.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back now.
Oh, hey, but like I was just saying, I don't know if you heard me. I said, a lot of people might have bad things to say or negative things to say, but every project I've helped build or support is still here today in the space. So...
Hey, so you want to tell anybody about your side project, man? How's it? What's it like living that normal brick and mortar dream, man? How's that shit working?
Hey, I'll be honest with you. It's amazing. It's a lot of work, and I've been able to now expand my investments from not just in the crypto world, but bring them to, like you said, the brick and mortar world out here in the real world. With my first, store. All trademarked, all registered. I own everything for the next 70 years, not just here in the United States, but around the world. So I'm definitely excited. But I'll be honest with you, just like I've had, attacks coming from the crypto world, I've dealt with the attacks out here in the real world. I will say this, though, the difference between the crypto world and the real world, the business world, is that people are willing to sit down and have those conversations, sometimes those uncomfortable conversations, to hear your story and hear your thoughts, and hear what really happened and what has transpired. And I will say this, what I've learned about a lot of successful businessmen in this world is they're not worried about what you did in your past. They're worried about where you're at today and where you're going.
Yep. How's that new guy working out? He start yet?
Yeah, he started. He's doing really good. I got him and my son are working together. They're running my social media and everything for it, and also inside the store.
Yeah.
But it's going great. Like I said, I saw an opportunity for my home state, and a great opportunity business wise where there's a lot of money to be made.
Hell yeah.
And I've had a great start to it, and it's only up for here.
Hell yeah, man. I'm gonna have to get that hookup at some point.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we're only a few hours away from each other, so one of these days we're gonna have to make it work. Even if I have to fly down there, it's only a 45-minute flight. So
on the 11th, I'm going to. I haven't decided yet, but Barney from Lillian Finance.
Yep.
I'm be hooking up with him. We're going out for pizza. We're gonna do another pizza event, like I did with Michael from Phoenix.
Okay, where are you guys doing that? Are you guys doing that in your hometown or
somewhere in Chicago?
Okay, dang. I know. I was trying on the 11th. This Smiley's birthday.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I don't know. I was, I like I said, I got a lot of good friends in this space, and these aren't people I just obviously talk to on the phone. I also make trips.
Yeah.
I was just with those guys a few weeks ago in Atlanta. And stuff like that. So I definitely try to meet up and see as many people as I can, wherever I can, even if I have to fly there most of the time.
Hey man, here, how about this? In a couple months, you're gonna be able to tell everybody that a movie star.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for you. I'm actually happy I'm happy to see the crypto side of it. Getting the Volt in there and everything. That's amazing. Which actually, I brought that to Matthew's attention also for his V2 is maybe talking to Volt.
Yeah.
Because I know
we can get we can do a listing on Volta Change. I can hook him up with Cassidy and we can get it working.
Because I know Goat is. CM and Chris worked. on the list or whatever it is to
Dude,
be
I threw
listed on gold,
everybody
so.
that I threw every token I knew at them. I mean, I threw everybody. I'm like, look, reach out to this guy, reach out to this guy. I had my messages were just full one day because
Yeah.
Cassidy's like, hey man, hook me up with everybody you know, and I just went down the list, man. And I was just like, this guy, this guy, this guy, and we were just going down. They're like, hell yeah, I'm interested. So Volta Chain is going to be active as F when it launches.
Yeah, I think also Matthew, over these next couple months, he said he's going to start reaching out to other developers because, like I said, with the platform he's building, to build those relationships with all these different developers in the space, is going to be a necessity because, like we had talked about, this, what people don't realize, this platform doesn't need millions of people on it, even 100,000. Now, will it? I think it will someday. But the thing is like right now, it's like you're talking about developing a platform. Imagine when it hits 20, 50,000 users. The amazing thing is you can go to somebody like the developers at Volt or Sheeb or even up and coming projects, new projects in the space, and come to the developer and say, hey, I have a guaranteed platform where I can get you in front of 50,000 crypto enthusiasts, crypto investors. Right now, we have platforms like we're on right now, YouTube, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have all these other ones. And you can pay, extra money to promote your post and all that stuff, but you're not guaranteed that you're getting in front of the right audience. Whereas what Matthew's building over there at Phantom is like, if there's 20,000 users on that platform, those are 20,000 crypto investors.
Yep.
Like I said, there's a lot, and like I said, this thing's been expanding. Another thing I know you've mentioned it before is people talk about, hey, I own this NFT, and they have a JPEG of it. You can't really tell. The cool feature with what's going on with the Phantom app is like it's a way of bragging and showing what you really got. You can't fake it. So if you're really saying you have it, the Phantom app is one way to be able to actually prove that you actually own that NFT and you're not just BSing somebody. So, yeah. And also obviously the features are Matthew's big on security and privacy. Obviously you get to control those features and you can share whatever you're comfortable with your friends on that platform. So whether it's like like the cool thing about, like I even told Matt, like I didn't think about is like you get to see all your, like if you have like an investment group, maybe you're part of, like you and some of your buddies are, you guys invest together or go into projects together and stuff like that. Like being able to have that platform where you guys can openly sit down and show each other your investments and your gains and your losses, and kind of just have that social media platform that allows you to do it together and actually be able to see the analytics, but actually coming directly from your wallet, and not just looking at a chart on another website. So
yep.
Everything's specifically tailored for the crypto enthusiast or the crypto investor. So
yep. And no bullshit, Crypto B, he's been out here 3 times in the last 5 minutes looking at me around the corner like, hey man, are we gonna go outside or what? This dog knows exactly what time it is, and he knows when it's his time for a
100%.
walk. But yeah, man, this could be a game changer, and I think we talked about it before. Like, even if it doesn't have, I don't know how many users does Twitter have, even if it doesn't have a whole bunch of those people, and it has 20,000 users, it's 20,000 crypto investors that you're going to be in front of. And
yeah, there's like you said, well, there's nothing out there like that right now. Like, don't get me wrong, like I think bigger than that for Matthew. Like, let's be honest, there's over 300 million people on the platform right now that are in crypto, investing in crypto. The next bull cycle, I truly believe we're going to hit at least 500 million plus. I think by the time from now till then, and the time we get done with that next bull cycle, I see definitely 500 million people in this space. Because I think we'll start to see more adoption and stuff like that. Plus, let's be honest, I always tell people that patience is key in this space, and I always repeat that. Yes, your network is your network is very important, but patience as well. Like not giving up, not selling to yourself short, not selling out of fear. You know, you got to hold through the hard times. I always say that because no matter what, there's always going to be a bull cycle and there's always going to be a bear cycle. It's just the name of the game. It's second nature over here. So you got to hold through the tough times as well as you do through the good times, you know, and you also have to know when to sell. You always have to know when to sell. Please, we know this, like there's a lot of people out there right now today kicking themselves in the ass because they didn't sell when they should have.
Yep.
And unfortunately, those will be some of the people that are still kicking themselves next time it goes on a run up because they didn't sell again.
And November is full of them.
Yes. Yes, it is. So
yeah.
I'm definitely
All right,
excited.
Man. Well, with that, I'm going to get my ass gone because I got to go walk this dog. He is tripping out right now. I can see him
And
like
as
keep
always,
looking around the corner.
You're a friend always. I appreciate you. You know, I love the way you do business and handle yourself. But I know you got a dog that's about to take a pee on your leg if you don't get him out. So,
dude, here's the good part. The good part is he pisses on the garbage can or a garbage bag. So it's not like he goes everywhere, right? He just walks over to the garbage and just takes a piss. The bad part is my kid takes out the garbage and he'll just pick it up and drip it everywhere. So, so my kid is the real problem here. Anyway, yeah, that's I guess that's a wrap for the night, guys. And remember, thank you, Kings, for coming on. I appreciate you for showing up. And by the way, you are the only entrant so far for the Believes hoodie. So you're basically gonna get a Believes hoodie. I'm pretty sure, man. Or a Believes baseball hat if you want the hat instead. But how you gonna cover up that chrome dome? You know what I mean? You got to keep that one.
Yeah, I gotta keep this beautiful head out there.
Yeah, keep that tight and in sight so that everybody loves it.
Yeah.
So there'll be a hoodie coming your way, I'm sure, pretty soon. And then for everybody else, hey, you're gonna be able to say I knew Believes before he was murdered in a movie for Volt Inu. So, and that's coming. I don't have the dates yet. We're gonna be I'm gonna be getting the stuff in a couple of days. And we'll be talking about it. I got to send the contract over to Voltoshi. We got to get all that stuff done so that we can use the likeness and all that kind of stuff. And then I got to do some headshots tomorrow. I got to not only that, I told somebody about it and I said, I need an electrician hat or shirt. So he said, I don't have that. But then he brought me electrician gloves, an electrician's hat, and then one of those, what do you call it? The yellow safety vests. So he had me all hooked up today. All right, guys. So that is it. So let me just say this and let's get out of here. Sometime tomorrow, probably stop in to say hello. Up, McGuire in the house, man. Now your chances are 50-50, man. Chance have just gone down to 50-50 of you getting that hoodie or a hat if that's what you choose, man. McGuire, I appreciate you. Thank you for the $5 bomb. My name is Believes. This is not financial advice, and I am always right. You guys take care, and we will see you again at some point tomorrow. I'll probably go live for a little while, trying to stay out of everybody else's lane, but the lane seems to get packed all day long lately. So I'll see if there's an open time where I can get out there and talk to you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.